Under the fading light of a setting sun, two children shared a promise atop a hill, their dreams as vast as the horizon. Little did they know, the bonds of their youth would be tested by the diverging paths of success and struggle, weaving a tale of hope, betrayal, and the quest for redemption in the shadow of forgotten vows. Hello everyone, I am ZORRO, and today I'm gonna tell you a story. In the golden hues of a setting sun, two children, Daniel and Jamie, sat atop the hill overlooking their small town, legs dangling over the edge of the world as they knew it. With the earnestness only found in the hearts of the young, they made a promise, a vow to always support each other's dreams, no matter where life's currents would take them. That day, with their hands clasped tightly, the world seemed conquerable, and their dreams within reach. Years peeled away like pages in a book, each chapter of life ushering them further from that hill and closer to the realms of their ambitions. Daniel, with a mind for business and a heart for innovation, climbed the ladders of the corporate world with a fierce determination, founding a tech startup that quickly became a beacon of success. Jamie, on the other hand, drifted. Passion flickered within him like a candle in the wind, never quite igniting the path he hoped to find. Jobs came and went, leaving Jamie with a mosaic of experiences, but no masterpiece to call his own. The world had changed, but the hill remained, a silent witness to the promise now buried under layers of life's complexities. As Daniel's star rose, Jamie's flickered in the shadows. Social media feeds filled with glimpses of Daniel's world, a cascade of achievements, accolades, and snapshots of a life that seemed galaxies away from Jamie's own. With each post, Jamie's heart grew heavier, a mix of pride for Daniel's success and a deep, gnawing sense of abandonment. On that fateful day, the skies were a dull gray, mirroring the storm brewing in Jamie's heart as he clocked in for his shift at the local cafe. Jamie had taken the job out of necessity. Yet despite the simplicity of the work, he found solace in the routine, the smiles of regulars and the scent of freshly ground coffee beans. It was a humble existence, far removed from the dreams that once danced in Jamie's youthful eyes, but it was a lifeline in the chaos of his drifting life. The morning rush was in full swing, a symphony of orders shouted over the hum of the espresso machine, when the owner, a stern figure who rarely mingled with the staff, requested Jamie's presence. There was a tightness in the air as Jamie wiped his hands on his apron, anxiety bubbling up with each step towards the small, cluttered office at the back of the cafe. The conversation was brief, the words delivered with a cold efficiency that left no room for negotiation. Economic downturns, the owner began, his voice devoid of the warmth he reserved for his patrons, and a significant drop in foot traffic. He continued, citing reasons that sounded rehearsed, impersonal. The cafe was downsizing, and Jamie, despite his dedication and hard work, was among those being let go. The news struck like a physical blow, knocking the wind out of Jamie. The walk back through the cafe was a blur, the vibrant life of the place now a stark contrast to the emptiness gnawing at Jamie's insides. Home was no sanctuary that day. The four walls of Jamie's apartment seemed to close in, a tangible reminder of the instability that now defined his life. The mirror in the hallway became a courtroom, the reflection in it delivering a harsh judgment on Jamie's failures. In the silence of the room, Jamie's gaze fell upon a photo tucked into the corner of the mirror, a snapshot of Daniel and Jamie with their hands clasped tightly, faces alight with the naivety of youth. It was a relic from a time when promises felt unbreakable and dreams seemed just within reach. The weight of the moment pressed down, with a heavy heart and a hand trembling with a mix of fear and resolve. Jamie reached for his phone. Crafting the message to Daniel felt like unraveling the threads of his pride, each word a step towards admitting how lost he truly felt. He spoke not just of the job loss, but of the deeper, more profound sense of being adrift, disconnected from the dreams they once shared so fervently. Sending the message was an act of desperation, yes, but also one of hope. Weeks melded into months, and the silence from Daniel wove itself into a heavy, suffocating cloak around Jamie's shoulders. Each day that passed without a word was a sharp, stinging affirmation of abandonment, a betrayal that gnawed relentlessly at the edges of Jamie's spirit. The promise, once a beacon of hope and solidarity, now seemed like a naive whisper, lost in the howling winds of reality. Jamie's struggle to find new employment became a daily battle. The specter of eviction loomed large, a cruel countdown to the day when he would be cast adrift, homeless and forsaken, not just by the world, but by the one person he had believed would stand by him through the darkest of times. The absence of a response, the lack of acknowledgement, spoke louder than any words could. It was a declaration that Jamie's struggles, his very existence, had become insignificant to Daniel, rendered invisible by distance, time, and perhaps the allure of success. But life, as it often does, held its cards close to its chest, revealing its hand only when the time was right. As the days turned colder and the threat of eviction became an unbearable reality, Jamie received an unexpected beacon of hope in the form of an unmarked envelope slipped under his door. Inside was nothing but a key, its origins and purpose shrouded in mystery, accompanied by a cryptic note instructing Jamie to find a studio in the heart of the city. The note was devoid of a sender's name, adding layers of intrigue and uncertainty to an already tumultuous period in Jamie's life. Driven by a mixture of desperation and curiosity, Jamie navigated the city's winding streets to the address provided. The address guided Jamie to an art gallery, discreetly nestled amidst the lively tumult of the city's heartbeat. As the key turned in the lock with a reassuring click, the door swung open to reveal a realm that seemed to hum with possibility. This was no ordinary space. It was an art gallery that Jamie had always envisioned in his most ambitious daydreams. The walls, adorned with elegant frames, waiting to cradle masterpieces. On the center table, illuminated by the soft glow of the streetlights filtering through the windows, lay another envelope. This one was slightly thicker, its paper bearing the subtle scent of nostalgia. With trembling hands, Jamie opened it to find a letter filled with words that said, "This gallery is yours now." Yet it offered no name, no signature to hint at the author's identity. The mystery deepened with the letter's final request, a meeting at the very hill that had witnessed the genesis of their dreams, a place that now seemed like a distant memory from another lifetime. With the morning light casting a golden hue over the city, Jamie made his way to the hill, the key and the letter tucked safely in his pocket. The identity of his mysterious benefactor hung over him like the mist that clung to the dawn. As Jamie climbed the hill, the sun once again bidding the day farewell, he saw Daniel, a silhouette against the dying light. The distance between them closed with hesitant steps, each one a journey through the years lost, the pain endured, and the love that, despite it all, remained steadfast. Their meeting was not marked by grand declarations, but by a silence filled with understanding, a hug that spoke volumes, and tears that washed away the remnants of doubt. They sat, as they had years before, legs dangling over the edge, looking out at a world that suddenly seemed a little brighter. Daniel spoke of the guilt, of watching Jamie struggle from afar, of wanting to help but fearing it would seem like charity rather than support. Jamie spoke of the darkness, of feeling lost and alone, and of the pain that silence had wrought. But more than that, they spoke of the future, of dreams rekindled and promises renewed. As the stars blink into existence above, a pact was made anew, not just to support each other's dreams, but to walk the path together, no matter the storms they would face. And as the night wrapped around them, for the first time in a long time, Jamie looked forward to the dawn, to the light of a new day filled with possibility, and to the journey ahead, no longer solitary, but shared. In the narrative of life, promises may bend, may fray at the edges, but the truest ones, those made with the heart, hold the power to bridge distances, heal wounds, and ignite the dimmest of lights in the darkest of times. What you have just watched is just the surface. There's more to the story than meets the eye. The story is full of Easter eggs and hidden meanings. Let us know in the comments if you've noticed any of them. Also, follow me on Instagram, where I reveal all the secrets hidden in the stories and post trailers for upcoming ones. If you like this story, show some love with a like and subscribe. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next one.